Welcome back to another JS Performance Shop. Today we got something a little bit different. ARCCAPTAIN reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in checking out their very budget-friendly MIG200 welder. So at first, honestly, I was going to say no, but then I clued in that my fan base has been built around budget. As some of you know, we have a 71 GMC short box that we did a budget LS swap on. I've been buying all Amazon and eBay and off-brand budget parts, so everyone's on a budget these days. So I already have a nice welder, not gonna lie. It's a welder nicer than I would have purchased, but I inherited it from my grandfather when he passed. But this one's got some features that I'm actually really interested in. So we're gonna go ahead, I haven't even opened this joker up. So we're gonna check it out, see what it's all about, go from there. Okay, like I said, I haven't even opened this up yet. So knowing stuff like this is probably a box within a box. So we'll go ahead, slice her open. Well, this is like the most awkward possible way I could do this. There we go. We got box number 2. That's a decent looking box. It says on the side inverter welder. That's what it is. So I will say, guys, I told ARCCAPTAIN that I'm not gonna hold back on this. I want you guys to have an honest review. I know if you Google it, there's obviously a bunch of other people who have gotten these. And I guess, hey, I'm no different. My current welder is a Miller. It's transformer based, it's an older unit. This one is inverter based, has a screen, has a bunch of options, kind of like an auto setting. I think they call it synergenic or something like that. Hey, so just if you haven't clued in, I am not a welder. I am just a guy in a shop that builds trucks. So this is actually like, I'm as DIY as it gets. Very limited welding experience. So done a little bit of MIG welding here and there. Obviously learned it in school, but you know, I'm just a typical dude. Nothing special. Okay, how are we gonna get this out of here? First off, I'll zoom you guys in here. As you guys can see, it's packaged extremely well. It's super tight in there. I'm gonna have to try to rip it out of there. So there we go. So if I had to guess, this is probably all of our accessories and such. So far, I'm very impressed with the packaging. Everything was nice and tight. Nothing's rolling around. Nothing's getting screwed up in shipping. Very happy. Came with this card. It says ARCCAPTAIN Transparency App. I have absolutely no clue what the hell this is about. If you get one of these, maybe check her out. They have really good deals on these guys, and this is actually very budget friendly for what this can do. It can do MIG, it can do, obviously, it can do flux core, it can do stick, it can do lift TIG, and you can use a spool gun. It sounds like the perfect multi-purpose machine. It does, it is 220. I believe it also comes with a 120 adapter, or I'm hoping, because I don't have 220. Open it up here. So far, first impressions, it's actually a little bit heavier than I thought it was going to be, but in a good way. I think it's a little better built. I was expecting very, like, you know, knockoffy Chinesium. It actually feels like a pretty solid unit. I'm actually pretty impressed by that. It's kind of funny, some of the units I've seen online when I was looking at other reviews, they had a 110 and an adapter going to 220. So they've switched it around. This is a 220 or 240, whatever you want to call it. And I'm hoping there's an adapter go to 110, 120. Really liking it. So we'll go ahead and open the accessories here. I'm gonna have to read these because like I said, I'm no welder. I'm sure there's gonna be some welder guys watching this going, hey, you're a flipping idiot. What the hell are you talking about? I'm not a welder, man. I'm not a welder. I just do a little bit of welding at home while building trucks. So let's see here. Oh, there's lots in here. Wow. Okay. First off, give you a little bit of Teflon tape. Kind of nice. I mean, I have some, but if you don't have any, good. Comes with a couple contact tips. Looks like a 035 and a 030. Comes with 3 different rollers that I believe do 2 different sizes of wire each. That's pretty cool. This is what I was hoping. This is our 220 to 110 plug. Go ahead and get that on there. Fits nice. What's this? This is our MIG torch. It's also got more contact tips in there. It looks like a fairly decent quality torch. This is our stinger for stick welding. I forgot to mention that earlier. It also does stick. Honestly, I'm not going to be using this, but we will open it, check it out, see how the quality is. It's the ground clamp, and it comes with the hose for gas. Okay, so far I'm actually very impressed. The MIG torch or flux core torch actually seems like very nice quality. It's nice and thick. Watching other reviews, guys are saying this is a Euro style connection. Honestly, I have no clue what that means. Like I said, I'm not a welder, so. But apparently that's good. It's really good. I believe if something did screw up on this torch, you could just go purchase another one, probably Amazon or eBay, and I'm sure ARCCAPTAIN has them. They do have accessories and such. Stinger. Seems like decent quality. It's got really nice stiff clamp. Your rod is not going to be falling out of that. Decent connections. Could be a little bit thicker. It's a little on the thin side, the actual cordage, but I think for this budget-friendly style welder, that's kind of par for the course. The ground's fairly nice. Also could be a little bit thicker, but hey, I'm still pretty happy with it. The clamp itself, it's okay. I think for this budget style welder, that's pretty much, again, par for the course. I could see myself upgrading this, to be honest, and maybe even trying to get a thicker ground. I think you're going to be asking a lot for this smaller gauge wire. It says 1 by 16 millimeter squared. I don't know what that means. So, and I'm in Canada and we use the metric system. So, the one downfall, they do give you a hose for gas. And I believe most people are going to be buying this unit to run MIG. I mean, that's what most people are going to do. I think that's the most common process, right? The one thing that is missing is there's no regulator. So some of these kind of similar units do come with a regulator. Some don't. I mean, they're not super expensive, but maybe you're going to plan for another, let's say at least $50, probably up to $100, $150 to get yourself a regulator. So that's one downfall. It is, one of the pluses, and a very good plus, is it is 220 or 110. A lot of these machines are only 110, so this gives you extra power. Sadly, my shop isn't wired for 220, so off the bat, I'm already kind of putting this machine at a disadvantage, but I think 110 should be okay. I use MIG on 110 right now, so we'll give that a check out when we do a little welding project. A couple extra consumables and accessories it comes with. With the MIG torch, it comes with a wrench, kind of a little universal wrenchy deal, and one 040 tip. And then this bag has got 3 different rollers, 3 different sizes, some knurled, some aren't, an extra, whatever you want to call it, nozzle or tip or whatever, and a couple more contact tips. One being, I'm reading the metric side here. One being 035, and I believe the other one's 030. So, that's nice. I mean, I'm not sure about other budget welders, but it might not come with all that. And again, came a little Teflon tape. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to read the instructions. I'm going to set this all up. I will be setting this up for MIG, obviously. I'm not doing flux core. I don't do flux core. I don't have any flux core wire, so we're not doing flux core. I'm not doing stick. I probably never will, to be honest. And as of right now, I'm not doing TIG or anything like that. So we'll be setting this all up for MIG. I got a bottle of gas here on my other welder. I'll be using the regulator, probably hose off that welder to hook this all up. So let's go ahead. Oh, another thing it came with, I just found. It's actually kind of cool. It comes with these cool stickers. Just kind of funny, kind of cool. It says ARCCAPTAIN, and there's like an eagle in a truck and stuff. It's kind of cool, something a little goofy, something a little different, you know? Okay, hopefully there's pictures, because I'm a picture kind of guy. Oh yeah, we got pictures, that's awesome. I'm also going to check in here. So just checking in the machine itself, it does have some setup if you're doing using gas or not, and which electrode and yada yada to hook the torch or the ground clamp to. Gives you a bunch of, you know, all your different, gives you a bunch of settings you could use or give a try, right? Pretty typical on most welders. The one thing I will say, I'm kind of, so far I'm not a big fan of, well, one thing I will say that I've seen done better in the past on different welders is these latches up top. The most I've used just have one big one in the middle, just holds the door closed. This one has two, which seems like it's okay, but until you go to close it, see, that worked okay because I slammed it in the middle, but if you push it, sometimes they don't close all the way and you kind of got to pop both open sometimes. That could have been done a little better. Maybe if ARCCAPTAIN's watching, you can put one big one in the middle. Should be sufficient. I mean, other machines do that. Pretty good. It gives you a little diagram of how to hook it up. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I think we got it all hooked up. So I got all the connections hooked up. I will say, the Euro torch here has this collar to tighten it down. It's okay, like it works, but it still seems a little flimsy. This is the ground clamp. It's just kind of, you know, there's probably a name for this, but I'm not a welder, so I don't know. It just tightens down. It tightens down okay, but this is a little squishy. I would feel better if this was a hard plastic where you can actually get a grip on. It's kind of hard. Same idea with what they call the quick plug. So that goes on the positive side if you're MIG welding. Same idea, you gotta reach right up front to tighten them down. That could be done just a little bit better. So other than that, I'm actually very impressed so far with the quality. It seems pretty solid. Okay, something a little interesting. I got my Miller machine here. And as you can see, this is the connection for the gas. It just gives you this plastic thing to hold while you're threading it in, tightening it down. I actually like the fitting better on the ARCCAPTAIN. You can tighten it down. It seems nice and solid, but it also gives you a spot that's actually brass that you can hold with a crescent or a wrench or whatever. I'm actually very impressed by that. Very nice. So it does come with an adapter to use bigger spools. We're gonna be using 035 wire. Okay, I think we're set for 035 wire. I'm gonna plug this guy in, turn her on. All right, got some power going on here. Okay, it's doing something. I'm gonna try to run the wire out. It's pulling it, okay. There's the wire. I think we're good. So far, I'm really liking this unit. It's got a nice little light in here so you can see what the hell you're doing. It's kind of nice. It operates nice and smooth. Very impressed. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we're working on. Okay, what we're working on is this old Canadian Tire engine stand. The thing's all loosey-goosey. I've tried tightening it up a bunch of times. We're gonna weld it solid. I think it's a pretty fairly simple project for this. We'll give this ARCCAPTAIN MIG200 a try. I got a good feeling it's actually gonna work good. So go ahead and set you guys up and we'll take a look. So we're just gonna go for it. I honestly, all I wanna do is weld on that back, whatever you wanna call it, axle or whatever you wanna say. So we're going to just go to this SIN. We're using, oh, how do I go up? Oh. Okay, or maybe I use this? No. No. Ah, this button here is for your size. So you can go 023, 030, 035, 040. We're using 35. This is how you pick your MIG operation mode selection. So the first one is 2T LED or LED. I don't know what that means. This is 4T. I don't know what that means. And this is spot welding. I'm gonna go to the first one. We'll see how that works. I'm not sure. This one here is for what you're welding and what gas you're using or not using. So flux, Obviously flux would be flux core. This CRNI is stainless steel. This is aluminum. This is steel, carbon steel with CO2. And then this is steel with a mix. I just realized I'm not using straight CO2. I should be using this mix one. So still learning here, guys, still learning. We're using 035 wire and we're doing MIG. So, okay. I think, I see, okay, 15 volts. This is your amperage. I think it's gonna kinda, it's gonna put that in the middle, I don't know. This doesn't do anything by the looks of it. I don't know, I'm just gonna put these in the middle. I don't know if that's the right choice. It's in that sin mode. Yeah, let's give it a shot, see what happens. Well, blew the breaker. Okay. I just realized, hope if I turn on the gas. Let's try this again with gas this time. That sounds way better. That actually laid a really nice speed. Really nice. Just having a hard time, I'm kind of in a dark spot here, I'm having a hard time seeing, but when you use gas, it's a lot better. Let's weld on this side. So I'm really impressed with that auto setting. Once you turn on the gas, works great. This side actually looks, for not having gas, it actually looks pretty good. But like, I did 2 passes here and I'm very happy. I feel like it has good penetration. This is all solid now. I don't think I complain about that. So as you can see, I did a really good job. I am by no means a professional welder. So, and this is pretty dirty metal. It's been covered in engine oil and grime. That's all I really had here with me today. So I think for the price, this MIG200 is a smoking deal, really. It's a great budget option. I'm always on a budget. You'll definitely be seeing this machine when we do more body work on our 71 GMC. We're replacing a lot of sheet metal. I'm really excited to actually try out that synergenic or whatever auto setting, because anything can help me figure out welding is really good, because I'm not a welder. I'm just a guy. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for ARCCAPTAIN for sending in that MIG200. I'm really happy. I think it's a really good machine. Hey, this machine is gonna help us out in the future. So thanks for tuning in. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.